It's time, guys. We're going back. I've put quite a few hours in Timberborn so far. But I think the last time I played was probably end of 2021. At the very least, that's what it says on my Steam. I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate, because it feels like it's not been that long ago. Anyways, I've played this game in total for 44 hours. And it's still in early access. Now, a couple of days ago, they released a rather big update for this game. And they called it Update 2. Now, rather than just remembering what they introduced, let's just watch the video, okay? So, I've played this game before. Basically, what you do is you play... It's like a survival city builder type of thing where you play with beavers. It's really fun. So, this is the update. New feature. Golems. I think they're like super beavers. Yeah, so they're super workers for any job. They look pretty cool. Yeah, so a lot of new building and stuff. It's kind of nice. Okay. New feature, terraforming. You actually have to excavate stuff, okay. Yeah, so previously you had to do that with, like... You couldn't make fertile land, right? You had to do that, yeah. With some thoughts in mind. New feature, negative effects. Healing, showering, and grinding. Oh, that sort of grinding. Okay, they have to grind their teeth. I see. New feature for batteries. Okay. It sounds really promising. So, it's still early access. It's still not out. But, yeah. Figured it's about time we jump back into the game. So, first time I played the game, I tried both of the two options that you had available. The Folktails and then the Iron Teeth. I think I like the Folktails a little bit better. Doesn't really matter all too much. Their comfort is... Or, sorry, their motto is comfort, food, and sturdy wood. And like the last time I played, I had this really small little map. I think this time around, I'm going to do the exact opposite approach, and I'm going to pick a huge map. Should be fun. Look, there's some new content that's not in the video. Oh, maybe it's because I haven't played the game in a while and they did another update as well in the middle. I'm not sure. Like, one thing I didn't really like about the really big maps is that you needed to worry about different settlements and then sending things back and forth. I don't know if they've improved the function there, but it's been some time since I last played. So Plains is the one I've done. Any recommendations for a map? Because I think the last one I played was Diorama. That was super small. You could only really run a very small area there, a very small base. Terraces is cool. Yeah. Canyons is also really good. Canyon is kind of small, though. I kind of want to do a bigger one, I think. I don't know if there are custom maps, but... Thousand Islands, Lowko? Can I see what they look like? Lakes is nice too. So basically what I'm hearing is that all of them are viable and good. Okay, hold up. Favorite map, Reddit, Timberborn. Let's see if there's a common consensus on what people like the most. Oh, someone did a poll. Where is it? Plains? Is that the default one? Yeah, that's the default one. Canyon won second place? Nobody liked Diorama? Okay. Terraces, waterfalls. Oh, terraces was also, I guess, with upvoting an option. Nobody really understood how that worked, though, because I think he only had a couple of different options here in the poll, and then... Looking for a map recommendation. Let's see. You should play on Data C Lowko. Oh, yeah, you can make your own maps as well, right? Let's see. Timberbornmaps.com. Maybe I should have done this in advance before I started today's stream, but... Large maps? Can we sort it on rating? Pinewood Hills. That one has quite a few downloads. Quite a few views. Uploaded 9 months ago. My god, that looks huge! Holy shit! I think I'm gonna go with one of the default maps instead, man. That looks absolutely massive. I think these at the very least will also have a good performance. 1,000 Islands? That sounds kind of fun, but also difficult. Terraces? That's probably a little bit more doable. You don't really like 1,000 Islands too much? Okay, let's go Terraces then. I've started playing this game again after Hartnepper recommended it, so we're gonna go back to Terraces, since he's the one recommending that one. What was the difficulty again that I went with last time? I think I did both hard and normal. I thought hard was a little bit annoying. So I think I'm gonna just do normal. Should be fun. Can we get some of that sweet music in the background? Because so far it's a little quiet. I'm stuck with my own thoughts in my head. Ugh. Do we really want that? What if suddenly you start reflecting on decisions you've been making in your life? Okay. Good call. Luckily the game loaded in. I think my camera should be right around over here if I recall correctly. Alright, what are we gonna call our beaver town, chat? I'm open to recommendations. I'm sure you guys will definitely not come up with any puns or, you know, any inappropriate names. Twitch chat? Frostpunk? Dutch Wood? Beavertown? VTubersville? Dave? I don't think Dave is a very good name for a town. Goat? Womp Womp? Nawville? The settlement name is only for save files. Yo, this is important, man. This is like naming your first child. Okay? I need more time. I need like 9 months in order to come up with that. Alright, you know what, guys? I'm gonna come up with a crazy name. That's not how you spelled it. Fuck, I don't remember how you spelled it. Was it like this? It was, Beavers. There you go. Gave it a name. Okay, let's look at the map. Oh, okay.
New subscriber detected.
Thank you very much, Phantom Governor. Okay, this map is still rather big. Dude, everything after that 50-50 I did is big, I guess, huh? Can I turn my camera? I don't remember. Like, I can... Ah, yeah. So this screen over here looks a little bit different from what I remember. Yeah, so it's 256 by 256. Gotcha. So it's been some time since I last played this, guys. I don't really know exactly how this worked anymore, but I'm gonna try my best. So I can make a road right over here. Obviously, we're beavers, right? So the challenge in this game is the fact that there's gonna be a drought at some point. And we need to be prepared for that drought with the amount of food that we have, but also the amount of water that we've gathered and all that. Okay, so these are all my different beavers right now. Okay, so this entire overview screen is new as far as I know. Alright, so I can cut trees. I think we'll probably just tell them to cut down all of the trees. Yeah, mark cutting area. There you go. It might take me a couple of attempts before I get back into the swing of things, but it's fine. We can plant crops. We gotta try and do that, of course. I need to build houses, and I need to start up food generation as well. So we need to, like, set up a gathering flag, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll set up 2 of those. And then I also need to set up one of those woodcutters' camps. So they actually cut down the trees, right? I think so. I think I have to get a lumberjack. Yeah. Okay. Got a couple of those going. I think that'll probably be good. Lined up perfectly, chat. Look at that. We've already made a cross. What else is it that we need to take care of? So currently the game is paused. I would like to have a little bit more music if I can. Hail the beavers. So I currently have some food in storage, but not a whole lot. So I can build houses and stuff. Mini lodges, double lodges, water. Oh, right. We need to also pump up water. Pumps and filters. Water for the beavers to drink. Right. Okay. So we'll have to pump up water from the thing over here. And then we need to store the water as well in small tanks. Which turns out to be rather important. We'll put those in locations where they commonly go. I think that's probably a good idea. Okay. Now I just need to finish up the road there, and I think that's it, if I recall correctly. I don't know, guys. I don't think you have to mark food for gathering, no. I'm pretty sure that we'll just gather the berries. We'll see in a sec. Okay. Oh, I also need to store the wood. You're right. I think that would be nice. Sorry. Do I have a? Do I need to dedicate a place as well to storing the food? I don't remember. Where do we store the food? Oh, I think we just store it over here in the district center. Do we? No, I think we stored it in like a place. A small warehouse? Yeah. Go ahead, store the food over here for now. So I think some of it gets stored over here. Or like maybe in the district center, but... Okay, so I think this means that one of them is not doing much. Oh, what's this? Productivity 0%? Okay, so I think we can see how well they're doing. We'll add more workers, I guess. And I remember beavers only make babies if they have room in their home. So unlike humans, these guys, they can actually control themselves, man. It's amazing. You have 400 hours in this game? Not bad, dude. It's a good start. But I'm gonna add the chat to the stream as well. I think it works well for YouTube. There you go. Say hi to YouTube. Hi, Mom. Okay, so I've got 7 adults, 4 children, 0 beds. Everyone's homeless. Okay. And this one indicates vacancies and unemployed. Okay. I should probably make houses, right? If I recall correctly. Because we definitely do want to have multiple people living in our place. Usually the sleeping is done in like... Yeah, I can set up how many hours a day they work, right? Yeah, we do 20 hours, dude. We do 20-hour work days in Lowko. That's a nice, healthy amount for the beavers to live. Okay. I'll set up some houses in that area. Pretty sure that's fine. So, it's 3 inhabitants per lodge, right? So I think this will do. Wait, no. I can't do this, guys. You understand why, right? Yeah. Delete that one. We gotta obviously use the mirrored one. Because besides having an efficiently run building place router, we also need to have an aesthetically pleasing one. This is honestly main priority. The beavers think it's all about survivability, but that's really not how it works. Oh yeah, we need to do research. You're right. A scientist is really important. You're right. An inventor. So a scientist can research and then we can unlock new stuff. So there's a resource that I think has not shown up. Oh no, it's over here. The science button right over here. So the science button indicates how well we're doing. So our main goal is to basically get high quality well-being, because every time you get higher well-being, these guys become more and more efficient. And there's definitely new ones. Am I crazy? Wet fur? That's one of their basic needs? I don't remember the sunset. Maybe there was always a sunset. I don't know.
New subscriber.
Hey, what's going on, Luke?
detected.
Hi Lowko, been watching your YouTube since 5k subs, but I'm new to your Twitch.
Hey, thank you very much for watching for such a long time. That's a very long time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Imagine watching for that long. Amazing. I'm gonna make the chat a little bit smaller though. You guys take up way too much screen into real estate. I know you're important, guys, but geez. Alright, I'll leave that message of heart never can stay, I guess. Alright. Build faster! We're not building very fast. So we do 20-hour work shifts in Lowkopia. I think that's reasonable. I mean, it's life or death, you know? What's this? This one has pine resin on it. I need a tapper shack. Right. I remember the tapper shack. There were like different recipes and stuff I think that you could do. Okay, so all of these things require more workers to cut down more trees. So all the beavers right now have to sleep on the floor, which, you know, it's kind of rough for them. But I don't care about their feelings. So what's this? Workplace priority. Okay. So everything is the highest priority possible, right? That's how it goes, right? You slept on the floor before? It's not that bad? It's pretty bad, dude. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Lowko already sounds like your boss? Oh no. That doesn't sound great, man. Everything is priority 1. Yeah, that usually happens in Frostpunk, where at some point you basically move everything forward to the maximum priority. You sleep on the floor every night by choice? You like sleeping on the floor? I think I need another woodcutter. Yeah, these guys are already hungry, man. So we need to really store this, right? Like, we need to really construct that. This one is lower priority. Ah, of course, that's the one they built first. Classic. You slept on a couch for like 10 years? No available workers in district. Okay. Okay, yeah. We need to take care of our water first. So we can, like, you can look at the needs of the beavers themselves, but you might just want to look over there instead. Top of the screen is usually a little bit more accurate. I've slept most of my life in a bed, guys. I don't want to, like, maybe I'm the weird one here, but usually I sleep most of the time in a bed. Apparently I'm the only one. I know, I'm a bit of a weirdo. You're at 2,500 hours in oxygen not included, Nolan? Dang. That's commitment. A hammock is definitely a good alternative. Yeah, hammocks are very comfortable. You have 800 hours in oxygen not included? Okay, let's see. How many do I have? Oxygen not included. I have a measly 85. Sorry, don't judge me, guys. What's that? Like one sitting? Yeah, I played it in one sitting, of course. Okay, the children need to work. Oh, to wake up, man, so they can work. I don't know what the kids do all day. I think they don't do much, right? Okay, we need to just wait. Speed it up. Run around, little beavers. No child labor law in Lowko right now, okay? So one of the researches we are gonna need pretty quick is that of the forester, right? Yes. So the forester is 60 science, which we can see over here in the top left. And this will allow us to, yeah, plant trees and bushes, which, you know, is what we survive off of. So probably want to get that pretty early. I've got quite a bit of food over here. We'll be fine for a little while, but... So in order to get that, I need to get a lumber mill too. Hey, beavers are happier than ever. Nice. Always nice to have a happy beaver. That's important. Okay, so now since there's one house available, I think they're gonna... reproduce. Let's go with that. Not here, Lowko. Alright, someone needs to go work there. So, can I disable this one temporarily? How does this work again? Ah, yeah. So, I think now someone will go work there. Yes. Okay. Oh, right. This thing needs power. Building needs power to operate. Connected to a power generator. I can go water wheel or power wheel. But these have to be run by beavers themselves. I think for now, a water wheel is way more efficient. Yeah, so this is actually a bad place. I need to delete that. Okay, they can build that over there, and then I have to... Does it have to touch? I think it does actually have to touch. Yeah. So I'm gonna delete some of the path. I did delete a path again. Yeah, like that. And I think we throw the water wheel right over here. So then I believe the connector right over here will guarantee that it's got power. And if we need more facilities, more things, we can build them adjacent to this thing. Should be fine. I just wasted a bunch of my wood on all of that though, and I don't have any more wood. There's gonna be more trees growing, I suppose, but it's gonna take a while. I guess I could get a staircase so we can go up. That might be nice. Oh, there is a staircase. Hold up. There's a slope right over there. Okay. I totally did not notice that. I mean, did notice that. So these guys can get up there. They just needed a path. Okay, that's fine. I think they'll get up there right now. Yeah, that's bait. I remember that as well when I first played through this game. Every time I never see those freaking... Oh, this is the water source right over here. Nice. No, if you don't have any wood and you need to wait until these plants grow, I think it's pretty much GG, yeah. I actually have not marked them yet. You are correct. Alright, the inventor is busy inventing. I have one idle worker, apparently. So you can increase the jobs from here. That's nice. Life expectancy. Next year, well-being 7 plus 20%. Oh, so you said that they have simplified the well-being system. That explains that. Okay, so we'll unpause this one. That should work. Yeah, there's a new update, Dark Server. Figured I should go check it out. I like how this one kind of like rotates around though in circles. The terraces, I guess, huh? So we have multiple rivers here. Yeah. So this combines over here to one really big one. Okay, I see. Yeah, exactly. In the past, in order to get the boosts and stuff, you needed to unlock separate things. So carrots, for example, would make them happier in so-and-so way, and bread would then make them work faster, or whatever. But this is now just based on numbers. And it's also more logical, I guess, because now we can see that 11 out of 12 shelter spots over here. So I guess if you have 13 out of 12, one of them would not be as happy as the rest. So it's no longer a group thing. When I started playing, I needed about 15 tries because I skipped the tutorial. Yeah, that might not be the smartest move, Big. I don't remember there being a tutorial when I started playing, to be honest. Okay. So we need someone working here. The berry gatherers, we don't really need this many. I'm going to remove one. And I think that makes it so that these are going to work over there. They're going to start making planks with what little wood we have. And then once we've got enough inventing done, I'll need to start up a forester. Employs farmers that plant and harvest crops. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do forest over here. Farmers over there. I think that's a pretty good choice. I don't remember exactly how I grow anything, but... Beavers all have very high level wood cutting, yeah. It's amazing. Looking through the playtimes of my top 3 Steam games, it equals more than 4,100 hours. So what is the top 3? That's the real question. To be fair, with dating you can get disappointed, okay? With games you can also get disappointed, but then you just uninstall. It doesn't really hurt your feelings in the same way. So how do I plant crops? Oh, that's over here. Yeah, I can do carrots. Sunflowers. Okay. Potatoes. Potatoes. Yeah, so these are new. I don't remember sunflowers either, but maybe I'm wrong. So this is 4 days to grow, 6 days to grow. know exactly how much they can grow, but... Wasn't there like a maximum that these guys could work? Wasn't it 7 by 7? For some reason I'm thinking 7 by 7, but I might be wrong. $60 tiles is fine. So I did 49. This is 64. Let's see how they would do. Factorio, Counter-Strike, Source, and Oxygen not included. Okay. Your top 3 are Oxygen not included, Red Dead 2, and Anno 1800. So you did one playthrough of Red Dead Redemption? I did one playthrough, I see. That explains the 1800 hours or whatever. I kind of want to play Oxygen not or sorry, not Oxygen not included. I kind of want to play, what's it called? Red Dead, but I don't know, man. That is a proper time commitment. You would love to know Lowko StarCraft 2 playtime? It's quite a lot. Probably not as high as some other people though, dude. Like, I did some hours every day, right? But there's definitely people with more. The Forester. So the Forester will allow me to plant trees and stuff. We'll put it over here. I think it's a good spot. If I can somehow move the water further inland, though, we can obviously grow in more places as well. There's so much room, man. Like, one of the problems I ran into on that small map is that you really have to plan very carefully, because if you don't, you're screwed. But with this one, I can always just move somewhere else if I need to. It's fine. Okay, so the Forester. I don't think I need anyone working over there anymore. I need to plant trees. Plant trees, that's right over there. So birch trees are bad. 9 days for 1 log. Dandelion, blueberries. What are dandelions? Use this tool to designate for an area of planting. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with trees for now, but I don't really know what that is. Chestnut trees. Yeah, maples were the OP ones, right? It's just that maples also take a very long time to grow. We'll probably do a combination of pines and maples for now. Eventually, though, I think we want to do mostly maples. Yeah, but you also have the sap and everything now, right? So these also have syrup. Yeah, maybe we should do a combination of all. We're gonna need quite a bit of wood. So I think that'll probably do. Yeah, sap and syrup we don't have to worry about until much later. That's true. So is this guy currently, are these guys currently idly sitting by? It's always a bit tricky to say. So these are all carrots. I might want to go with sunflowers as well. Do they eat the sunflowers? The sunflower seeds. Okay. I think it's important though for the happiness. Yeah, the sunflower seeds. Okay. So these are still easy, because they can just eat the seeds straight up, I think. I don't have to worry about... Ooh, they're cool. I'm assuming every sunflower gives a load of seeds. Yeah, exactly. They don't seem to require cooking, so that's probably easy early on. Like, right now, we're basically just trying to make sure we survive. Survival, sustainability, detected. Then we can expand. What's going on? Maybe Mage. Welcome. Beavers grow these to show that they're not afraid of the burning sun. The house of the burning sun. It's beautiful. Oh, yeah, I need to make a dam. Damn, bro, I almost forgot. I forgot about the fact that there's going to be a challenge coming up as well. Quite important. What was the dam situation again? Landscaping? Oh shit, what was it again that we needed to get? A dirt excavator, so that's new. Dynamite, explosives factory, a dirt pile. Yeah, so a lot of this is new. I think just a dam, right? A regular dam will probably be fine. But if I can, a floodgate might be better. Yeah, I could just go with a regular dam. We'll have to pay attention here to when the forecast turns bad. Thank you very much, Obsidian. I'm not sure what my next research should be. Forester was super important. I'm gonna pause one of you guys. Okay. Need to get the forester at work. This map is called Terraces. Do they also get a happy from blueberries? No. Blueberries does not give them any nutritional improvements. I think that's mostly the we're trying to not die food. I'm probably gonna remove these for now. If I... Does that work? No, I think I have to delete it manually. Mark resources for demolition. There you go. Get them out of here. Sorry, blueberries. Did he forget to plant the slope with trees? No, I just didn't get around to it yet. Forester has to start working though. Okay, she's doing it right now. Yeah, she's planting. You can't imagine living off of blueberries and carrots? If you're a human, you'd probably not be very well off if you only ate blueberries and carrots. You're gonna need a little bit more than that in your life, dude. At least, you know, in the long run. Do I do dandelions? So there's crops and then there's plants. Or, sorry, there's crops and then there's trees and bushes. I don't think dandelions are very useful, but... we could try plant a couple, I guess? See what they do? Don't know what they do. Okay, more maples. We'll do some chestnuts over here too if the forester has time. They actually don't reach that far. roughly like that will be fine. Blueberry cheesecake? You can definitely live off of blueberry cheesecake, yes. Don't think it's a great idea, again, but, you know. If survival is a problem, yeah, cheesecake would definitely do the trick. Yeah, but if I do a dam right now, I think it's gonna flood. So I probably don't want to have that. How do I unlock wet fur? My beavers want to have a wet fur, chat. Just, you know, saying. I would imagine that's under the well-being tab. Oddly enough, it's not. A little flood? Do you think I just need a path into the water? Do you think they will actually go chill in the water? That'll make their fur wet. Oh, here it is. It's a shower. A medical bit. Okay, I see. A rooftop terraces might be a good idea for now. I need to get away, or I have to need to... Nice. I need a way to get up there. A platform. Don't know if that's important. I'm gonna do it. Actually, I think I need a wooden stairs as well. Yeah, I need stairs and a platform. Otherwise, they don't go far. Stairs are important. I can replace this one, I guess. For now, not as useful, but... How does that work again? I think I need to have, like, a staircase. Yeah, that would work. I think there's a better way of doing it, though. For now, I guess we'll do it like this. And then I need to wait until I have enough for a platform right over there. Yeah, you think I need a dam that badly? Okay, fine. I'll start up a dam. It's still not on the forecast. Oh, wait. Forecast is unknown. That is a new... Low priority. Super low priority. Lads, we don't know when apparently... Okay, sorry. Sorry, beavers. I didn't realize that the forecast now is no longer an obvious thing. Can you guys go that far? If I make a road there? I don't want to be damned. Can you guys get there? I think you guys can get there, right? I think I can get there. Yeah, I want to move it over there, but we'll do that later. Top priority. Oh. Never mind, guys. It's totally fine. Now there's a drought incoming. Oh, stop panicking. They have 3 days to build a dam. Oh, damn it. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. All hands on deck. We'll go ahead and move this one up. Forget the food production. Food is no longer important. We need 4 guys building a fucking dam. Sorry, I meant fudging. What did I say? Nah, they have plenty of time, man. Assuming I don't run out of wood. Which I am. I'm running out of wood. Funny. That's funny, guys. Yeah, hala maragala to you too, bro. Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing. I was doing quite well. I was doing quite well until I wasn't. There's a few trees up there that you guys can use. Yeah, harvest those. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but I hope so. We just need one more. We just need one more. Oh, all the logs have already arrived. It's totally fine, guys. Who was panicking? Not me. There it is. Wow. We damned it. We damned it real well.
Donation confirmed.
Let's go down, Boudin.
Damn.
Wait, no. That was Heart Nepper. I was going to say, what just happened? That was weird. Hey, thank you, Heart Nepper, for the 300 bits. And thank you also, Boudin. Or Boudin. 1 year. It's coming up. It's coming up, I promise.
New subscriber detected.
Finale, a year.
Finale, a year indeed. Thanks for the support, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right. We don't have a lot of water actually in storage. I probably want to pump that. Thank you, Phenomenal Radish. Was there a priority system in the past? I don't remember that being a thing, but it seems good. I don't think this is going to be a super long drought, right? I hope. This is the first drought. Nature is merciful, right? Whenever you have a first drought. Nature cares about my feelings. So these are my dandelions over here. Do you think they're gonna sing and tell poetry and all that? Sorry, Witcher joke? No.
New subscriber detected.
I went to the dam to take the dam tour, but the dam tour guide told me there wasn't going to be a dam tour that day. So I was thirsty and I wanted some dam water, but the dam man wouldn't give me any dam water, so I told
So I told the dam man to keep his damn water? Well said, dude. Okay, the drought has just begun. 1.8 days. Thank you, Dark SPS. 21 months. Did you tell him to damn it? Look at this. Beavers built this. Are you drought shaming me, Heart Nepper? Because if I didn't know any better, I think you'd be drought shaming me. It's like, Lowko, my drought is bigger than your drought. Yo, that's not cool, dude. I think my drought is perfectly reasonable. Okay, we have enough science now for our rooftop terraces. I could have just built them over here, but for some reason I needed to build them on top of my roof. I don't know why either. I don't really want to talk about it. There it is. I think we are now at a point to get more beavers. Like 12 beavers is quite good, but what about 18? You know what I mean? Oh, I thought you could build it on here too. But maybe you're right. Maybe the rooftop terrace can't go there. Drought is ended, boys. Good news, everyone. The water is flowing again. What's going on, Whopper? Ooh, we can stack buildings and stuff as well, right? We can get some creative ways of building, aka ways that trigger the chat. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be quite fun. All right. Look at them. They can now go to the rooftop terrace. They don't have a path? Yes, they do. You remember the pyramid from last time I played? Dude, it was gorgeous, wasn't it? At some point, my building became so elaborate that despite the fact that it was right up against the district center, the paths were so long that they couldn't get up to their places. It was actually quite cool. I think building all of the homes in random ways is actually quite fun.